Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. And if you are new here, welcome to your new favorite English learning space. Now, before we begin today's lesson, I want you to stop for just 1 second and think honestly. Have you ever been in a job interview and everything was going perfectly, your answers were smooth, your confidence was high, and then suddenly the interviewer looks at you and says, "So, what is your greatest weakness?" And your mind goes completely blank. Or maybe you said something like, "Oh, I don't really have any weaknesses," and you could see the interviewer's smile slowly disappear. Or maybe you panicked and said something too honest, like, "I'm lazy sometimes." And the moment those words left your mouth, you knew the job was gone. If any of this sounds familiar, this video is made exactly for you. Today, we are going to fix this forever. You are going to learn how to answer this question with confidence, with professionalism, and with the kind of English that makes interviewers impressed, not just satisfied. So stay with me until the very end, because I promise you, by the time this video is finished, you will have real sentences, real strategies, and real confidence to answer this question perfectly. In any interview, in any country, in any industry. Let's go. First, let me tell you why this question is so important. This is one of the most common interview questions in the entire world. Companies in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, Singapore, Dubai, India, Germany, everywhere. They all ask this question. And here's the thing. They don't ask it to make you feel bad. They don't ask it to trap you. They ask it because they want to see 3 things. Number 1, they want to see if you are self-aware. Can you look at yourself honestly? Number 2, they want to see if you are growing. Are you working on yourself? Number 3, they want to see how you handle pressure. Can you stay calm and professional when the question is uncomfortable? So when you answer this question well, you are not just answering one question. You are showing the interviewer that you are mature, intelligent, and ready for the job. That is powerful. And today, you are going to learn exactly how to do it. Now let's talk vocabulary first. These are the key words you need to know for this topic. The first word is weakness. Say it with me. Weakness. This means an area where you are not strong, something you find difficult, something you are still learning. The next word is strength. Say it with me. Strength. This is the opposite. It means something you are very good at, your strong points. Next word, improvement. Improvement. This means getting better, growing, making progress. Next, self-aware. Self-aware. This means you understand yourself. You know your good points and your bad points. Next word, constructive. Constructive. This means something that is helpful and positive. A constructive weakness is a real weakness, but one that shows growth. And the last vocabulary word for today, professional development. Professional development. This means improving your skills for your career, growing as a worker. Great. Now let us look at the sentence patterns you will use to build your perfect answer. The best way to answer, "What is your weakness?" follows a very simple 3-part structure. I call it the problem, action, result method, or PAR. Part 1, you name the weakness honestly, but you choose a weakness that is real but not dangerous to your job application. Part 2, you explain what action you are taking to improve it. Part 3, you share the result or the progress you have made. This structure shows maturity, it shows honesty, and it shows that you are always growing. Let me show you some example answers now. Listen carefully. I want you to pay attention to the language, the structure, and the tone. Example, answer number 1. One area I am working to improve is public speaking. In the past, I sometimes felt nervous when presenting to large groups, so I joined a communication workshop and started volunteering to lead team meetings more often. I have already seen a big improvement in my confidence, and I continue to practice regularly. Beautiful answer. Let's break it down. She said, "One area I am working to improve is public speaking." She did not say, "My weakness is..." She said, "One area I am working to improve." This language is professional and positive. Then she explained the problem. "I sometimes felt nervous when presenting to large groups. Honest, relatable, not dangerous to the job." Then the action. "I joined a communication workshop and started volunteering to lead team meetings." She showed initiative. She didn't just talk about the problem, she showed what she did about it. Then the result. "I have already seen a big improvement." This shows progress. This shows growth. That is a perfect answer structure. Example answer number 2. I've noticed that I can be overly focused on details. Sometimes I spend too much time making sure everything is perfect, and it slows me down. I've been working on this by setting personal time limits for tasks and using a priority checklist. Now I find it much easier to balance quality with efficiency. Again, excellent. Let's look at the language. I've noticed that I can be overly focused on details. This is a classic interview answer because perfectionism, while it is a weakness, also sounds like a positive quality. But she made it believable by explaining the real problem. It slows her down. Then she explained her solution: setting personal time limits and using a priority checklist. Specific, practical, professional. And then the result: now I find it much easier to balance quality with efficiency. She ended on a positive note. This is how you turn a weakness into a story of growth. Example answer number 3. One thing I have been actively working on is delegating tasks. I used to prefer doing everything myself because I wanted to make sure the quality was high. But I realized this was putting too much pressure on me and slowing down the team. So I started practicing delegation by assigning tasks based on each team member's strength. It has made a real difference to our productivity. Now, this answer is perfect for a leadership or management role. It shows she understands teamwork. It shows she has grown. And it shows she thinks about the whole team, not just herself. Now, let us talk about some phrases you can use to start your answer. These are professional, natural-sounding sentence starters. Phrase 1, one area I am actively working to improve is. Phrase 2, I've noticed that I sometimes struggle with. Phrase 3, in the past, I found it challenging to. Phrase 4, something I've been developing is. Phrase 5, I used to find it difficult to, but I've been making real progress by. Practice these phrases now. Say them out loud. Say each one 3 times. Don't just read them, say them. That is how your brain remembers. One area I am actively working to improve is. I've noticed that I sometimes struggle with. In the past, I found it challenging to. Something I've been developing is. I used to find it difficult to, but I've been making real progress by. Wonderful. You are already building your interview vocabulary. Now let us talk about what not to say. These are the most common mistakes learners make when answering this question. Mistake number 1, saying, I don't have any weaknesses. This is a very bad answer. It sounds arrogant. It sounds dishonest. No interviewer will believe you. Everyone has areas they can improve. Saying you have none shows a lack of self-awareness. Do not say this. Mistake number 2, sharing a weakness that is dangerous to the job. For example, if you are applying for an accounting job, don't say, I'm not very good with numbers. If you are applying for a customer service role, don't say, I get frustrated with people easily. Choose a weakness that is real but does not hurt your chances. Mistake number 3, giving an answer that is too long and turns into a complaint. Some people start talking about their weakness, and then they keep going and going. They start blaming their past workplace. They start giving too many details. Keep your answer focused, short, structured, and positive. Mistake number 4, saying I'm a perfectionist without explaining it properly. This used to be a clever answer, but interviewers have heard it a million times. If you do use perfectionism as your weakness, make sure you explain it in a real and believable way. Like the example I showed you earlier. Mistake number 5, not having a solution. If you name a weakness and then stop talking, the interviewer is left with a bad feeling. Always follow your weakness with an action. Always show that you are doing something about it. Now let's work on pronunciation. Because even the best answer can lose its power if it is not delivered with confidence. Let's practice some key phrases with proper pronunciation. Repeat after me. One area I am actively working to improve is 1. R-E-A, I am, accatively, working, to improve, is. Say it again with me. One area I am actively working to improve is. Next one. I have already seen a big improvement. I have, A-D-U-L-R-E-D-Y, seen a big improvement. Again, I have already seen a big improvement. One more. I am committed to developing this skill. I am committed to developing this skill. Repeat. I am committed to developing this skill. Excellent. Beautiful pronunciation. You are doing so well. Now let us do some speaking drills. This is the practice section. This is where the real learning happens. I want you to answer this question out loud right now. Don't wait. Don't think too long. Just speak. Question: what is your greatest weakness? Use this structure. One area I am working to improve is your weakness. In the past, I explain the problem, so I explain your action. And I have already shared your progress. Try it now. Pause the video if you need to. Say your answer out loud. Really do it. Because speaking out loud, even alone, trains your brain and your mouth to work together. Now let's do a mini conversation drill. Interviewer: can you tell me about one of your weaknesses? Your turn to answer. Use one of the structures we practiced. Say it out loud. Great. Now let's try a shadowing practice. Shadowing means you listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, copying the rhythm, the speed, and the tone. Listen, then copy me. I have been working hard to improve my time management skills. Now you say it. Copy me exactly. Same speed, same rhythm. I have been working hard to improve my time management skills. One more. I believe in being honest about where I can grow. Copy me. Same tone, same confidence. I believe in being honest about where I can grow. You are doing amazingly well. Keep going. Now let us talk about real-life application, because this answer is not only for formal job interviews. You can use this English in many real situations. In a performance review at work, your manager might ask, "Where do you think you can improve?" You can use this same structure. In a college or university interview, they might ask, "What is one area you want to develop during your studies?" Same structure works perfectly. In a team meeting, if someone asks you to reflect on a project and share what you would do differently, this language will help you sound mature and professional. Even in daily conversation, if a friend or colleague asks you, "What do you think is your biggest challenge right now?" you can use this language to express yourself clearly and honestly. The ability to talk about your growth with confidence and clarity is a skill that helps you everywhere, not just in interviews. Now, I want to talk to you about confidence, because I know that for many of you watching this, the hardest part is not the vocabulary. The hardest part is believing that you can do this. Maybe you have been told that your English is not good enough. Maybe you have had an interview where you froze and couldn't speak. Maybe you have been rejected and you started to doubt yourself. I want to tell you something very important. Your English does not need to be perfect to be powerful. What matters is that you are clear, you are structured, and you are genuine. Interviewers are not looking for a dictionary. They are looking for a real human being who can communicate, who can reflect, and who can grow. And you, yes, you are already doing that by being here, by learning, by practicing. That is exactly the kind of person every company wants to hire. So stop saying, "My English is not good enough." Start saying, "My English is growing every single day." Because that is the truth. Every time you practice, you get better. Every time you speak out loud, even alone, your confidence grows. Every time you repeat a sentence, your brain builds a new pathway. You are not behind. You are on your way. Now let us do a quick summary of everything we learned today. We learned why the question, "What is your greatest weakness?" is asked to see your self-awareness, your growth mindset, and your professionalism. We learned the PAR structure, problem, action, result, to build a complete, impressive answer. We learned key vocabulary: weakness, strength, improvement, self-aware, constructive, professional development. We learned professional sentence starters. One area I am actively working to improve is, and I've noticed that I sometimes struggle with. We learned what not to say. Don't say you have no weaknesses. Don't choose a dangerous weakness. Don't forget to include a solution. We practiced pronunciation, speaking drills, shadowing, and mini conversations. And we remembered the most important lesson of all. Confidence comes from practice, not from perfection. Now here are your key phrases to remember and use every day. One area I am working to improve is, I've been actively developing my skills in the past, I found it challenging, but now I have already seen a big improvement. I am committed to developing this skill. Write these down. Say them in the mirror. Record yourself. Practice them before your next interview. And now, my dear learner, I have one last thing to say to you. You showed up today. You spent this time on yourself. That already tells me something about you. You are serious, you are motivated, and you are going to succeed. If this lesson helped you, please give it a thumbs up right now. It truly helps this channel grow, and it helps more learners just like you find this content. Subscribe to this channel if you have not already. Every week, we bring you practical, powerful English lessons for real life and real work situations. You do not want to miss a single one. And in the comments below, I want you to write your answer to what is your greatest weakness using the structure we learned today. Write it right now. Don't wait. The comment section is your safe practice space. I read every single comment and I will be cheering you on. Share this video with a friend who has an interview coming up. You might just help them get the job of their dreams. Remember, great English is not born. It is built. One lesson, one sentence, one brave spoken word at a time. I am proud of you. Keep going. I will see you in the next lesson.